the City Watch deal with them.
Yes, and Neverember, he says, thank you so much again for helping me. Hopefully you can. Would you escort me back to? Would you
Yeah,
escort me back to the yawning
yeah.
portal?
Just sit tight, sit tight. Hold on. Let's
Oh,
clear up what's going
yes,
on upstairs.
I will be more than happy to do that. So yeah, you guys want to, and you guys look through everything, and there's just really nothing here that looks like it's worth anything. It's all just rotten. It doesn't look like this place has been used for quite some time, and it's definitely some type of hideout. But like I said, there's dead bodies on each of the walls and stuff. So there's, like I said, 12 bodies. It looks like there's looks like it's part of Xanathar's guild and also of the Zentarum. So, or the Zentarum, however you want to say it, don't matter to me. So.
I'd like to take, if they've got uniforms, I would like to take one of each that's the least bloodied or torn.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Sure, you can do that. Absolutely. So you guys are all inspecting around too, kind of checking things out. Why don't everybody give me some investigation checks? You don't have to put those in the tower. And while everybody's doing that, Greaves, I added a sneak attack to your character sheet. It's under rogue features, and you would just drag and drop that onto your token. And then when you rolled your damage, it would take the 1d6 damage and add that on there. And then every 2 levels.
When you said where it was located at.
Oh, it's on the actions tab at the bottom under rogue features.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
I would like to be checking the pockets of the dead, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. So you did find something, Seraphina. I only see 4 investigations, but yeah, nice, Greaves. Seraphina, you do find a secret exit. A secret door over here. That does lead to something that I probably should have left covered, and I'm glad you guys didn't metagame that, and thank you for that. But yeah, you did find a secret door to a secret room, and it's the door was basically hidden behind a bunch of barrels, and you could see where there was like a crease in the wall. So when you open it up, there's you can hear a faint sound of a bell ringing, and it sounds like it's coming from a couple of holes that's in the ceiling from above. And in this room, the only thing that's in this room are 2 wooden crates, and you can see that they have like seals from ships. So yeah, it looks like these crates may have been stolen from the ships. And I mean, this is a dock ward, so yeah, there's definitely some stolen crate. 2 of them actually.
What, do I recognize the ships?
Sure. Are you from? Well, yeah, you go to the dock ward, so
yeah, I'm a sailor background.
Whatever ships you want it to be, yeah. You can make that be from the same ship. What ship are these stolen from? Contour, thanks for the follow.
Zatara and the Bosun's Daughter.
Wow, great names. I like the Bosun's Daughter. I like that.
Oh, hey, there might be a little bit of profit in returning those. I don't know what's in them. Can I open them up without breaking the seal?
Sure, yeah, you can be very careful. If you do you have a crowbar? I'm sure one of you guys has probably got a crowbar. So you guys can open up these crates, and in the first crate, there are 4 beautiful wood-framed paintings wrapped in leather, and the paintings are depicting the major cities of basically Faerun: Luskan, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate. And these would probably fetch about retail, probably about 75 gold per painting, which is actually quite a bit of money. And you pry off the lid of the second crate, and it has 15 10-pound silver bars. They're all black from corrosion, but they're still worth about 50 gold apiece. So there's about 500 gold worth of silver, and 4 of the paintings that are 75 gold apiece.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are we sure we really want to return these?
Yeah, I think we return the paintings because they might be able to be traced, but I don't see how a reward is going to be worth more than these trade bars. So I think we can just,
I agree.
it's our reward for saving this guy and this killing the bad guys and stuff.
Sure.
So I start divvying the bars up, passing them out.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah. So there's let's see, there's 5 of you, so everybody can go to the party sheet and take off 3 silver bars, and you will just go to the party sheet, go to the inventory tab, and just drag and drop 3 onto your inventory tab, and it'll just carry it over for you. So there you go. And then the paintings, yeah, you can take those paintings back and to the bosun's daughter and get your reward for them. So good job.
Get rid of this crate though, the one that we took the bars out of, just so nobody notices it later.
Oh yeah, you guys smash it up. You smash it up beyond recognition, Seraphina, so the evidence is gone.
What evidence? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Right? So what do you guys think? You have the Lord, the standing Lord's son. You saved him.
Let's get you to a better part of town. We'll leave this bird guy tied up here and tell the watch about this place. Let's keep going.
You still have the upstairs part of the warehouse if you want to.
Oh, I thought we
check it out. No, you could see it up there. Yeah, and I'll open this up for you guys and I'll share the map for you really quick. And we'll put all of your tokens here easily with one click of the button. I love it. So as you guys are up here on the second floor, you guys can look down. There's still all kinds of old, stacks of crates and barrels, etc. And you guys can see down below where the stairs are, and I'll open this up as well. So yeah, and then you see a couple of doors where the office is, and that square, that rectangular chunk, that's looking down below at the floor below. And there's a door right here, and that's the offices basically. And you guys open up the door. No need to do any kind of Seraphina and Greaves. Both of you guys both of you go to. I didn't mean to say guys. Sorry, Seraphina. I call everybody guys, gals, whatever. So both of you go up to the door, inspect it. There's no traps. You go inside. You find a multitude of offices. There's basically 4 suites here. And why don't you guys give me an investigation check? Because I'm sure you guys are probably trying to find some information about who's here, etc. So you guys are looking around, and each one of these rooms have desks and chairs and all kinds of bare shelves, covered with dust, cobwebs all over the place. Some rats skitter about. Don't worry, they're not going to form a swarm and attack. But wait for a couple more investigation checks as you guys are checking out these 4 office suites up here. Woo, can I get a roll? Investigation and Aapter. All right, so Greaves and Aapter. In one of the offices, you find on one of the dusty shelves, you pick up this small little thin little paper box, and you blow it off, and dust goes everywhere. And as the dust goes flying off, it says basically it's a box of paper birds. And you're like, what the hell are paper birds? So you open up the box of paper birds, and there's some instructions. And Seraphina, give me a D6 and add a modifier of +3, and then give me a D6 roll, because there's sheets of paper in here, and then there's like an instruction page as well. So there's a total of nice roll. There's a total of 6 of these special pieces of parchment, and then there's an instruction page, and it says these paper birds. Basically, you can write a you can write a message of 50 words or fewer on this magical sheet of parchment and speak a creature's name. The parchment magically folds into a tiny paper bird and flies to the recipient whose name you uttered. And, basically it says, there's like a disclaimer in little tiny letters. The recipient of this parchment must be on the same plane of existence as you. Otherwise, the bird turns into ash as it takes flight. So use these pieces of paper carefully. Pretty cool, huh? And you have 6 pieces of parchment. Awesome. Yeah, and there's some other stats and stuff like that. So I will go ahead and put the paper birds in here, and there are a total of 6 pieces of parchment. So you guys can do what you want with them, and you have those. And that was everything that you had found in the 4 basically little suites or offices up top. And as you guys head back down, all of a sudden, the watch, they bust through the door. And, they say, halt! Everybody freeze as they see you guys coming back down the stairs and whatnot. And now, and we'll just kind of do this in a, like a theater of mind type of encounter. And,
So when they come through, Dantes is like, wow, you guys are fast. Thanks for getting here so soon. It was a mess without, thank goodness you're here. And kind of like go up to them, like acting very friendly and like we knew they were coming, of course.
Sure, yeah, you can do that, and most of the guards there, there's a mixture. They're all human. There's a good mixture, like half and half of male and female guards, and the captain of the city watch. He has a decorative cloak on and some medals and whatnot, and he introduces himself as captain of the watch, Heist Staggett, and he says that he is the captain of the dock ward, and he says, we basically got a report of suspicious activity here, and he's got 12 guards with him. So, you guys can do whatever you want, attack or not attack, but the odds wouldn't be in your favor. I'm just going to kind of warn you that now. And the captain sees all of the dead men around, the dead men and women around the warehouse. And he says, did you make this mess? And he says, you don't apparently seem to be part of these networks. Just the birds. These, yeah, they're called, these avian folk, they're called Kenku. Kenku. And he says that, yeah, we've had problems with these guys. Kenku, Kenku. The Kenku. Oh, he says, oh, never mind, I get it now. And he says, yeah, it looks like all of these dead men are part of the Zentarum and the Xanathar's Guild, the Beholder that has the dock ward. Well, so he says that he has the dock ward on lockdown and it's his territory. But if it's up to me, I'm glad to see that all of these Zents and all of these Xanathar Guild cronies are all dead. And he says, we'll take this one with us. And a couple of guards go over and grab that Kenku. And he says, I'm innocent. I haven't done anything. And he says, yeah, sure you haven't.
So I ask him if I can get my manacles back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll explain what we were doing there looking for Floon and see if he knows anything about Floon or the whereabouts of Floon. And, of course, let him know about the stolen paintings and say, hey, if there's a reward, that'd be nice. And ask him what he wants us to do with the stolen merchandise. Yeah.
He says that he can go ahead and take the paintings, seeing that he has some, how should he say this? He has some accomplices that could actually help with getting the, I don't want to say accomplices. It sounds too dirty. I would say he has someone that he knows that he can get these paintings back to the bosun's daughter, and he says that if he will also request a reward, and if there is a reward given to him, he will make sure that it gets to you. And of course, he gets all of your information, yada yada, etc. And actually, a couple of those guards, they take the paintings and they head out. And a couple of the other guards, Captain Staggett tells the other guards to start cleaning up this mess and getting the bodies out of there. And of course, one of them casts a spell, like a magic mouth, and goes and gets more reinforcements to get this thing cleaned up. And as all this is happening, he's starting to get out his, like a ticket book, and he goes, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cite all of you for some legal code violations that you have here in Waterdeep. But then, as he's breaking out his little book and he's starting to write on one of the pieces of parchment, he notices that Raynar Neverember is in your presence, and he kind of does a bow and he goes, "Oh, my lord, I didn't know you were here. Are you okay?" And one of the watch goes over and starts to, break out a water skin and start wiping his face and the cuts, because he's been beat up pretty badly. And he goes, "Oh, it's nothing, Captain Staggett." He says, "Actually, if you could do me a favor and not write any citations of breaking the legal code here in Waterdeep to these fine citizens and these fine adventurers, because they got me out of a pickle." And then he goes into the story of a couple of nights ago, him and his friend Floon, they were partying, et cetera, and they were basically jumped and kidnapped. So he says, "Oh, I can definitely do that, my lord," and he puts his ticket book back into his pocket. So, having Raynar with you saved you some violations of breaking city code. So that's a good thing.
Well, we'll make sure Raynar, or Lord Neverember, I kind of bow a little bit, gets back to where he needs to go. Come on, my lord. We'll take you back to the yawning portal. Was it that you wanted to go?
Oh, yes, that would be fine. I'm sure that I could probably find my friend Volo there, and I'm sure he could probably get you some of the reward that you're looking for. But then again, I can probably go ahead. I'm feeling much better now. I mean, you need to go to the sewers anyway.
This is the dock ward, so
Yeah, the captain says, you know what? I could actually escort him back to the yawning portal. That wouldn't be a problem. And he goes, "Oh, by the way, just one more thing." He breaks out 5 pieces of parchment that are in tubes, and he unrolls one of them for you guys. And he says, "Oh, here are copies of the legal code here in Waterdeep. So if you break any of these crimes, because I do keep a close eye on everything here in the dock district, so just because Lord Neverember has helped you get out of this one, consider this a warning, but you may see me again, and hopefully it's not on bad circumstances like this before, like this occasion. So get yourself familiarized with all of the legal code here in Waterdeep, and you guys have a good day. And I'll take him back to the yawning portal." And then he kind of tells his men to step outside for a minute. And they finish dragging out the rest of the bodies, and he says, "Look, I'm glad that, if you guys killed these dirt bags, I don't care if you killed them or if you didn't kill them. That's just 12 more scumbags that are out of my docks. All right, that's all I care about. So if you're going to go into those sewers, I can't go in there with you. I can't give you any help, but I can turn an eye. So if you go in there, just make sure you don't leave too big of a mess, and we won't even ever discuss that this conversation happened. You get my drift?" And then he just kind of winks, and then a couple of his other guards back in, and he says, "All right, everybody, have a great day." And then he just kind of walks out with Raynar Neverember, and he says that he will let Volo know about you saving him.
So I kind of turned everybody
these
else.
Scumbags off of my streets, off of my dock ward, out of my dock ward. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Turn to the rest of the group, and I'm like, "What sewers? What's he talking about?"
Well, you said, remember when you talked to the avian creature, the avian humanoid, he mentioned that he was taken to the sewers where the main hideout is for Xanathar's guild. Thanks for
we gotta
finding
go get
Icontes.
Flume. Yeah, we gotta go get Flume.
Yeah, that's where Flume was taken, because he says, you're too late. They were taken. He was taken to the sewers.
That part dropped out. I didn't catch the sewers part.
I would blame it on the dropout, too. Oh, really? I just
it is dropping out every once in a while, Dave, just so you know.
Yeah, just say, hey, just do like dropout or something like that. I don't know why it's dropping out, so I guess it's Discord. Working as intended. Oh, fucking Discord, man. This is killing me.
It's not too bad. It was worse when we started, so it's doing okay. So I kind of looked to everybody and kind of shrugged my shoulders and go, well, I don't think we get paid unless we find this Floon guy. I was kind of hoping he was in here.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know that he was... I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think... What do you guys think this was? I mean, Neverember's here. Neverember really looks like... I mean, Floon and Neverember could probably pass as brothers, to be honest.
They probably got them mixed up.
Well, why would they want Floon? I mean, Neverember, okay, rich guy. I guess Floon is rich too. I don't know.
Son of the Open Lord of Waterdeep. They would want Neverember before they would want Flume. I mean... Yeah,
you'd think, but they were just beating him up in a closet.
But then again, Aeptor just said maybe a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah, I guess possible.
Yeah, it sounds like they probably took the wrong guy.
Well, do you guys want to go down in the sewers tonight?
I could use a rest.
Yes, I say we sleep on it.
And I think at this point...
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say at this point, I think I got enough loot to buy some different armor too, if that's possible.
Well, I don't know of any armor down in the dock ward. I'm sure there's...
That's going to be open at this time of night anyway, too. So.
Certainly not. The 24-hour armor is on the total other side of town.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get the dude.
Let's do it.
So do we have an indication of like where in the sewers that he was taken down?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, the captain gives you directions right to it. He gives you the directions right to the gate that goes right into the sewers.
Oh, so it's one of those quote-unquote secret entrances, like everyone in the whole freaking town knows where it is?
The right people would know, yeah, like all the undesirables like the Zentarim and Xanathar's guild, yeah, those people would know what's down there. Maybe some of the folks that work with Waterdeep that maybe clean the sewers if they ever get cleaned, stuff like that, but not many people, no. The guards would, of course, that with surveillance and their all of the other people that feed them information, informants and stuff, they would probably know they're down there too. But the guards don't go down in there, and it's like the captain said, Captain Saget said, I'm not going in there, and I'm turning my eye basically. So just don't make too big of a mess.
Well, guys, I think I'd like a rest too, but you know what? The sooner we get this done, the sooner.
Yeah, plus
there's not a lot of chance that Floon's still living, frankly. So if we want, the quicker the better for kidnap victim. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the Kanku said that you're gonna be too late anyway. So I mean, yeah.
So
rest
my
is
vote
for the weary.
is to go now, guys.
Rest is for the weak. You can always take a rest later. Time is of the essence.
I sleep when I'm dead.
Yes, exactly. So you guys take the directions of Captain Staggett, and you work your way through the back alleys of basically the slum wards and stuff, and you find a circular metal gate, sort of like it's in the wall, and there's no light at all as it just descends back past your dark vision as far as you can see. Of course, there's a great aroma coming out of it as well.
Oh, this smells lovely.
Oh,
yeah.
So yeah, you guys will definitely need to continue to use light sources, whether it be a light spell or a torch or a lantern. But yeah, as you guys get the gate open and you guys start to follow the putrid stream, through the sewer tunnel, it starts to break off. But as as it breaks off and wise off, you guys see these tiny symbols drawn on the wall, and they're in that yellow chalk that the Kenku had told you about. And the symbol is a palm-sized circle with 10 spokes radiating out from the circumference of the perfectly drawn circle. And you guys, it takes you about 30 minutes of just 45 minutes of just drudging through the sewers, following these symbols, and then you start to come to a sort of like an area that is wide open. And I will give you guys a new map. Look at this. Let's go ahead and give you guys, put you guys on the map. How about that?
A sewer map. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, at the very end of our session last week, I cast False Life on me. It goes for an hour. Let me know when that hour's up or if it's already up.
I would say, yeah, it's definitely up by now because you guys have been trudging with everything going on in the warehouse and, 45 minutes plus in the sewer. Yeah, I would say it's definitely up. So you would have to recast that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. So as you guys are in this central hub, it looks like this is the main sewer line. And you guys are in the circular hub, and it goes three ways. You guys basically came from the east, basically. So you guys came from that way. And you guys can put your tokens where you want to be. There is another sewer that goes, it seems like it goes to the north, and a sewer, another tunnel that goes to the south. But what's unique is here, and why I say this is probably a central hub, is because here is some stairs that go up to a walkway, and then the walkway kind of goes deeper into the sewer. And also here, there's a door here, like a wooden and iron door. So yeah, so that's what you guys see here.
As soon as I see that platform, I'm like, oh, thank goodness we can get out of this slop. And I'm going to move up onto the platform. Okay. Trying to be quiet, and I'll peer down this hallway.
Sure thing. So yeah, you peer down the hallway, and you see that it takes a turn. It turns from west to east. Well, it goes from west up north. But all of a sudden, as you're looking down this, you hear a sort of like a screech and a wheel. It sounds like iron kind of scraping against, another like iron on iron, and it's a large screech, and it's coming from the north. And you guys all turn to the north, and as you turn to the north, you see a creature that is basically, it looks like it's floating over the water. And this creature is quite large, and I will give you a picture of this creature as well. I do believe that I have an image for it. So this is hello. Yeah, so here is the creature that you see hovering from north to south. You guys can hear me, right?
Oh my gosh, it's the picture we start out
Hello?
with.
Yep.
You guys can hear me, right? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, so everybody kept saying hello, hello, and I'm like, I hope you guys can hear me. So, all right, so you guys see a creature. Everybody give me an intelligence check as you are looking at this creature floating down towards you. It's about 5 feet wide. It fits within the corridor. It is floating. It has 4 large dildo-like eye stalks coming off of it with eyeballs on the end of it. And sorry to say it like that. We got a 13-year-old. My bad. Totally my bad. Hey, you didn't hear anything. But anyways, this creature is floating down there towards you, and it has a large mouth, big shiny teeth. And Dantes, you know this as a gazer, and you know that spells will come out of those eye stalks. You know that this is a very dangerous creature. So you guys roll initiative as this thing is coming right for you, and there's all kinds of slime dripping off of its fangs as the light from your torches are going into that northern sewer tunnel.
What the hell is that?
Nice rolls on
It's a
initiatives.
gazer. The eyes are gonna cast spells at you. Oh crap, we're in trouble.
Hey, Heptor, you're up first.
Where's this thing at?
To the north, right here. See it? Token's visible, right? You guys can see it?
Oh, sorry about that.
It's all right. No, no problem. Put your glasses on.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
You know that this creature is also, I believe it's an aberration. So you know that its monster type is an aberration. Magical creatures. All right, Apter.
I will cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Okay. Your Guiding Bolt is a hit with a 22 versus AC as your Force Bolt streaks across the sewer and poof, explodes on it. Nice. You hit it for 12 damage. Or
Yes.
yeah, you definitely hit it for 12 damage.
I don't suppose there's any negotiating with this creature now.
Yeah. What do I know about these creatures other than what it is and how it functions?
There are more powerful versions of this thing. Basically, beholders have more eye stalks, but yeah, this doesn't negotiate too well. But you know that the more advanced forms possibly could, because they'd be more intelligent.
Okay, so I know he's not real, super intelligent or communicative.
Yeah, but he's got some pretty nasty tricks though.
So I'd like to move here, throw one of my daggers at him, and then I would like to move here.
Okay. There you go. After that sure move. I love how everybody's like getting out of the ways of the walls and out of the path. I love it. Yeah, nice hit with your thrown dagger. It's a hit with a 14. Wow. And guess what? The gazer dies. Yeah. And as it dies, it just splashes into the water, and it's not floating anymore. Obviously, you guys killed it before it even got to you.
Wow, that's not what I expected.
You are a group of adventurers, so yeah, you did some pretty decent damage to it.
Are we unlocked?
So I'll go and collect my dagger.
Not anymore, no. Okay, you collect it.
I'm going to go collect a sample of its eye stalk.
Are you going to dye it purple and give it to that weird gnome?
Going to make a wand out of it?
Just yet. We're going to find out. And a tooth. I'm going to grab a tooth out of there, too.
Sure, they just write down, create something on your inventory tab and just call it gazer body parts or whatever you want to label it.
Well, maybe we head up north, see where that thing came from.
Yeah, you guys follow it for a little bit, and it seems like it was just roaming the sewer tunnels, maybe looking for something to eat. Or maybe something to terrorize. Its initiative was bad. That's why you guys got to kill it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Like I said earlier, let's get out of this little stream of crap, and I'm gonna go up to this platform again. And,
sure.
And I like to move down.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. You guys coming with?
As a dragonborn, I like getting dirty.
Before we go too much further, I'd like to say some stuff to these.
Sure, go for it. This is just like home for you, Wookrath, seeing that you're a dragonborn.
Yep.
I've gone on ventures with Dantes before, but I'm not as familiar with the three of you. I need to know if you're just going to jump ahead and start killing everything before we go in here.
Nice.
Probably, yeah. If it attacks first.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, generally my key to attack is when Dave asks for initiative.
Yeah, this thing wasn't in the mood to talking actually. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, some things I can see that, but others not so much. Also, what's everyone's? I mean, we haven't really talked about how familiar we are with each other, but um, Dantes and I have been to some of the same locations, so I assume we've met up before. But what kind of languages does everyone speak?
Yeah, he's common, elven, and my
I
other
didn't even get to
language.
use the gazer. Well, damn.
Mine's common
Goblin.
and infernal.
Those are.
Okay, I'm common, dwarvish, and halfling.
Gazers aren't that powerful.
I am
anyway,
common,
so.
elvish, giant, gnomish, and sylvan.
That's weird. That's really weird.
I am
I should
common,
jump them with more
dragonic,
gazers.
dwarvish, and orc.
So yeah, we can insult people and goblin and orc. So yeah, we're good.
All right.
You guys got a good array of languages. So yeah, you look to that corridor to the north, and it goes north and then cuts back to the east. And as you go up to that corridor and look, it kind of branches off and goes a couple more different directions, Dantes. So it goes to the north and it goes to the south. So as
I'll mention over to Wookrath. I'm like, here, you take lead. You're a little more burly than me.
Alright.
And as you guys determine which way you guys are going to go, guys and gal are going to go, let's take a quick break. We'll come back at about 45 after, and then we'll continue to play. All right, everybody, welcome back. So yeah, Wookrath, you're taking point now, and you move up here, and if there's any kind of it's like I tell all my other players, if there's any kind of traps like tripwires or pits or anything that you're going to fall into, I will do a stealth check versus your passive perception. So either you'll see it or you won't see it, or good things or bad things could happen. So whoever takes point, that's how I do it. So, but yeah, Wookrath, as you go up to, you could see as you start to travel west, you can see that there it goes down, which is south, and up, which is north.
Which way should we go, guys? So, south or north?
It's so awesome.
Whatever you prefer, senor.
Just pick a direction.
Well, that thing was coming from the north, so maybe there's something up that way.
Alright. I guess north it is.
Okay. So you move out into the corridor, and as you look to the left, this is a large room here, and it looks like a messy room, Wookrath, and there's a bunch of rusty weapons and all kinds of shoddy clothing littering the floor. It looks like it may have been an armory or maybe a coat room. And then to the north, you see, because I believe, what kind of light do you have? And
A torch.
Okay, so you're holding a torch and a weapon, or a torch and your weapon and torch, or do you have how about we say that you have some type of sconce mounted onto your shield to where you can just kind of put your torch in your shield and you can have light that way. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So you could see basically out to about right here with your torch, and to the north you can see that there's some stairs that are going up about probably about 10 feet or so. And then there's another room that's right here, and you can't see how big the room is, but like I said, to the south you can see that room, just a bunch of stuff thrown everywhere in there. And don't forget, you guys, little hint, you guys can go in there and search around, or you can go to the north and look in this other room, or go up the stairs. So you've got a couple of options. So it looks like you're going to go north.
Well, hold on, Wookrath. Let's see what's in here first.
Fine.
So yeah, I'll root around the see if I can figure out who might be inhabiting this layer.
Okay, well, there's nothing living in there, but you can go ahead and give me a investigation check if you're rooting around the room. And there's nothing in this room, but I still reward players for searching and finding with a 20. Yeah, you don't see anything in the room when you guys are in there kind of rooting around. Yeah, Woocraft, you don't find anything either.
I know what it is now.